Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, a weekly podcast following four friends as they battle across a homebrewed world called Interiath in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Hello, this is Taylor. This is a very special in-person episode. We played in person for maybe the first and only time ever. We do not live near each other. It is a long session. We got pretty drunk. We got pretty silly. I broke it into two parts, and they both might be a little bit longer than normal. There will be a small amount of editing. I've edited out stutters and pauses and the breaks that we took. You will not hear as much background music, sound effects, those sort of things. It's just a little too much work on the live episode. Also, the sound quality is not amazing, although it is better than I thought it would be. You can hear everybody the whole time. So, we talk over each other a few times as you would, but sounds pretty good overall. So, yeah, we'll jump into it. When we last played, we had defeated a werewolf and we all leveled up to level 3. So the first thing you'll hear is describing our choices for level 3, and then we'll get a recap, and then we will get into it. Hope you enjoy. If you don't enjoy, hang with us. This will be probably the only time that we do this. Maybe once a year we'll do an in-person session. So if you don't love the quality or the craziness, then just hang with us and we'll be back to your regularly scheduled program next week. Thanks everybody for listening. Please tell a friend if you enjoy. Give us a rating on Spotify or whatever you're listening to us on. We really appreciate the support. And yeah, we're having fun doing it. So I think we'll keep doing it. Hopefully we can get more people to listen. So thanks.
First things first, when we ended the last session, y'all were level 3.
Yeah.
So let's hear about some of y'all's abilities. We'll start over here with you, Josh.
Some of my abilities, hold on, I gotta refresh myself.
We'll start with you, Taylor.
Yeah, I'll go. Okay, so I chose the Battle Master subclass.
Okay, the level fighter, picked up Battle Master.
Yep, I'm a fighter, picked up Battle Master at level 3. And so I got, basically what I get is I get 3 maneuvers where I get a extra dice. It's called a superiority dice.
Mm-hmm. So you get 4 of them, right?
Yep, so I can use basically 4 of these, any of these 4 times, each short rest. So even after every fight, basically.
Yeah, you'll have plenty.
And these are the 3 that I chose, which there's a ton to choose from. So, and yeah, Sam knows that I moved them around several times. But okay, so these are the 3 that I chose. So the first one I did was Distracting Strike. So it says when you hit with a weapon, you can expend 1 die to add the total to the damage. And then the next attack roll against the target by any ally has advantage. So if I use Distracting Strike...
So you give them advantage, not yourself.
I give them advantage on their next attack.
That's fun.
I think...
And it lasts all the way till your next turn, right?
It lasts until my next turn, yeah.
Very likely to go off.
Right, and basically, it also adds the superiority dice to their attack.
Is it to their attack roll or their damage roll? Because I saw some of them were one, some of them were the other.
The next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made. I'm sorry, we don't add that one.
Some of the other ones do.
We don't add that one, but you have advantage, which is an automatic.
Yeah.
The second one that I took is called Precision Attack, and the way that Precision Attack works is I can roll the superiority dice and add it to the attack. Okay, and then the third one, which I think is my favorite, is called Riposte. Okay, so when a creature misses me, anytime they miss me, I can throw the superiority die and attack anytime that they miss.
That's awesome.
As a bonus action.
And I think you get to have the superiority die to your
damage
on that one,
yep.
Which is baller. That's super cool. If you're locked in combat with somebody, extra attack.
Which I usually am. So those are my 3. And then the other thing that I got to take was an artisan tool. So I took the brewer set, which is like homebrew equipment.
Hell yeah.
So it's like beer brewing stuff. And then was there one more thing with mine, Sam, that I got?
I think that's your main thing for being a...
Yeah, I think that's it. That's it.
You get some stuff at later levels.
That's it for me.
Okay, well, that's a lot. I don't think the other.
Mine's a little short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
less than that.
Yeah, I took the thief archetype, and basically I got two, I guess, new little feature abilities from it. I got fast hands, which I can use a bonus action basically to do a dexterity check, and I can disarm traps, open locks, or take the use an object action.
Cool.
And then I also get second story work, which I gain the ability to climb faster than normal, and climbing doesn't cost me any extra movement. In addition, when I make a running jump, the distance I cover increases by the number of feet equal to my dexterity modifier, which is
That's gotta be a ton.
plus.
You know, that's actually pretty relevant because being a halfling and you have low strength, these guys can like outclimb you and outjump you. But now that's not the case. You can keep up. So that's actually kind of neat.
And be sneaky when I'm stealing shit.
The other thing that I want to make sure you know is your sneak attack damage goes up.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was different.
Yeah, it goes up to 2d6.
Yep.
Yeah, it just keeps going up every
That's
time
awesome.
it levels up.
That's
But
cool.
his high level, his sneak attack damage is just silly.
That's awesome. One shot people.
Yeah, that's the idea. All right, Seth. I see you're still writing down some spells.
Ah!
What are you picking? It looks like you've got one picked out.
Okay, so one of the things I get level 3 is another spell. I'm looking at Fog Cloud. Basically, is what it does is I create a 20-foot diameter cloud of fog.
Fog.
So, like, if we ever did get in a situation where we needed to either escape or at least fall back
Take
and
the
heal,
smoke bomb.
I can basically drop a smoke bomb.
Would that let us like move around without getting hit? Like that little thing where they disengage and hit us?
Yeah, let me check here.
I mean, that would make sense.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
Like somebody is up on them and they want to get away.
I'm pretty sure that you would be considered obscured. They wouldn't be able to take opportunity attacks. Yes, I do.
Okay, we couldn't attack inside of it either, but
Right.
you know, if you just run backwards.
Or, you know, if two people are hurt in the middle of a fight, you drop a smoke bomb, the third person is not in the smoke bomb necessarily, you know, in the fog cloud, I can do
Right.
something. They can, you know.
But the cloud lasts for an hour.
An hour. It is concentration though.
Right.
So you can't cast another concentration
Right.
spell. If you get hit, you have to roll to keep it.
So the other option that I've considered is Hunter's Mark, which basically allows me to mark somebody and do additional damage to them.
Do you want to keep going down that
High damage.
large creature
Yeah. high damage.
destroyer?
So the other thing that I have for sure settled on is I went with the whatchamacallit,
the Hunter's
the
Conclave?
Hunter's Conclave archetype, which gives me the Colossus Slayer. So once per turn, if a creature has been damaged at all, it's had 1 HP removed from itself at any point, then I can do an additional 1d8 damage to it. So
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So if I add the Hunter's Mark, then if I target a specific creature, then I'll be able to add an additional 1d6. So I'll do my standard damage
Plus 8, plus 6.
plus 8 plus 6, potentially.
Yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
yeah.
You're just gonna be fine.
You're gonna be climbing
down and
climbing up on the top of buildings.
So I've been in debate on whether I'm going to do the smoke or the Hunter's Mark. So if it's within 90 feet of me and I hit it with the Hunter's Mark and it runs away,
I like that one. I think
Then-
do that one. Because the fog, I think, with the
it's
fog,
very situational.
yeah,
Where-
the fog is situational, and it could be a detriment to us if we're in a battle, and we actually,
Mark is always a positive.
Hunter's Mark is always a positive.
like, we're sitting there waiting for it to run out or something. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I can
You
break
can
it.
dispel it.
I can-
Oh,
I can-
okay.
I can break it. So those are really my two big things that happen at level 3, are the Colossus Slayer and the Hunter's Mark added. So now I have 3 spells for all 3 slots, so I can cast a spell
And
of various type.
everybody gets some more HP. So let's roll up.
okay.
Taylor, since you went first, get your D10. It's the one that looks like this. It's like a weird,
favorite.
it's the weird shaped one. Yeah.
0 is 10.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I got a 3. Oh, I
3.
got a 3 too.
So what do I
So
get?
you get 3 plus your con modifier.
Which
It's
is,
the plus number on your constitution.
Plus 3.
oh Lord, I'm high.
Far left.
+5.
Plus 3.
Oh, +3. That's saving throw. +3. Okay.
+3.
So 3
you
plus
get
3.
6 more on top of what you had, which was 24.
Yep.
So you're at 30. And then you get a D8.
I rolled D8.
Oh, got an 8.
Got it.
There you go. I got a 5. So
Top
you
tier
take your
8.
8. And then what's your con modifier? It's not real great.
It is
Plus
+1.
+1. Okay, so you got 9 more on top of your 17.
You needed that.
So you're at
You were pretty low.
I'm at
26.
17 also.
That's strong. 26.
What are you about?
I'm at 30 now.
All right, Steph. D10. You need a big roll here. Got it. We both got 10. Nice. All right. So
Plus 2.
+2. So 12 more for
So
you.
29.
Oh, hell
29. Now you're up there in that profit.
Happy now.
Y'all are all looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
29, 30. Okay. I think it's time for a recap.
Recap.
Hit us.
Recap. All right.
Love it. Okay, so session 3 was day 5 of our campaign in the Confluence Guild. We're up on top of the mountain and we could see down to the community of Heathertone. We went down the mountain, which we did a lot faster because of my advanced mountain skills. And on our way down, we hear a twig snap and notice up ahead that there are 5 figures amongst the trees based on some checks that we did. They did not see us. They knew we were coming, but they didn't see us. So we roll for initiative. We get the first strikes in with arrows and effectively eliminate the first enemy before we even engage in all-out combat. We notice that the enemy is wearing a hood and animal furs with wolverine claws. Taluk one-shots an enemy. Shadow comes up and one-shots an enemy. Taluk one-shots an enemy. Shadow one-shots an enemy. At that point, all 5 are defeated. They have a weird W thing going on, and they filed their teeth down to a point. The attackers are wearing a pendant that shows a wolf howling at the moon, something we observe. We arrive at the Heathertone Inn, where we locate Harv's body, where it's supposed to be there. The innkeeper is a human named Aubrey Heathertone. She takes us to the body of Harv in an upper room. She describes Harv as a nervous man and said he would seem refreshed but worn out from the 2-day-plus journey that he would take up into the mountains whenever he would come stay at the inn. We found out that the Taki Jocko is gone, but left an ornate carved silver dagger for us specifically. We go ahead and take a long rest. Enter day 6 at 6 a.m. Aubrey says that Harv went south into the mountains. So we go and we cross a bridge and travel up some switchbacks up the side of the mountain for a few hours and come up on a cabin in the woods, at which point our resident thief, Body Knock, sneaks up to peek into the window, and that's where he sees some Wolverine guys. One guy specifically had a shaved head with tattoos of occult symbols all around him.
Spooky guy.
At that point, we try to sneak up, but the Eclarian Shadow kicks a rock and alerts them.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative. Body Knock one-shots an enemy. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Thank God.
The tattooed man comes out and transforms into a fucking werewolf.
Yep.
Body Knock deftly dodges in and out from behind
The whole
cabin
time.
the whole time, shooting arrows at the fucking Wolverine foe.
From behind.
I run up and stab the beast with the silver dagger, and it hurts him bad. His skin sizzling, Body Knock still pelting arrows into him. Taluk dispatches the foot soldier that he's dealing with and comes running up as Shadow passes the dagger over to Taluk. Taluk takes the dagger and stabs the werewolf as the Shadow is trying to heal himself, and Body Knock continues just pelting him with arrows from behind. Taluk continues to stab him, definitely avoiding all the bites and attacks that's being thrown at him.
No one got bit.
Werewolf is defeated. No one is bitten, and we move on to session 4, which is the 6th day around 5 p.m.
Woo! Woo! All right. So, first things first. While y'all are still on the mountainside, picture in your mind. I didn't get a picture for you, but y'all remember there's a little edge of a mountain, just a little road, tiny little hut to the side. There were those 3 guys. They all came outside to fight you. Do y'all want to do anything there? You want to look around?
I think we should go in because we never went inside. We lured them out.
Yeah. Yes, so you go in. It's a dusty old cabin. Looks like it's actually really abandoned. It's not really well kept. It's fairly dilapidated. And just initial glance, you see all the cabin has claw marks all over it, and it's all torn up and ripped to shred. The furniture is all thrown over. Yeah, you don't want to look around, or what are y'all doing in here?
I think I'm probably gonna do a nature check.
A nature check? What are you looking for specifically?
I'm trying to figure out if I know anything about this type of werewolf.
Okay, yeah. Well, you could also make me an Arcana check if you would prefer.
Okay.
Whatever is higher for you.
+1.
Okay.
2.
2 plus 1, 3.
Yeah.
You've heard about werewolves in folklore, fairy tales.
They are a thing.
You know that
You just saw one.
you can kill them with silver weapons. You're quite confident of that at this point.
I just want to, for the record, to show the black and white swirl D20 is being retired.
Okay, that's called jail. You're putting it in jail. There it goes.
Not rolling that again tonight.
Bad luck with that one.
Nice jail.
What else can we do in this place? Let's see. Can I do? Can we just do like an investigation or something?
Yeah, I got a +5 on that.
Okay, yeah. You two will
Yeah.
roll investigation. Give me your totals.
I got a 15
7
minus 1.
+5.
I got a 14.
I'm at 12.
12, 14.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, y'all are batting around the room a little bit, and you notice in a waste bin-ish thing that's kind of knocked over in the corner of the room, a piece of paper that's all crumpled up and looks like that.
All right. What's on it?
Rolling papers?
I think it's greasy werewolf shit paper.
Let's see. Okay, it's all. We're gonna have to piece it together. It's ripped.
Shit.
My dearest Chanterelle.
Chantrell,
Who was she again?
the wife of the Harv guy.
That's right.
Harvey.
All right, I'll read it. My dearest Chanterelle, it is with great sadness that I write you this letter, for I have deceived you. When I told you I was barging down river with lumber to sail, I was lying
Penny's boat.
to you, and for that I hope you can forgive me. But the truth is far worse, and I doubt can ever forgive me for what I'm about to tell you. Please try to understand. I was afraid, I felt weak, and a man offered me strength. He told me that if I had the right stuff, the right conviction, there was a God who would grant me power unimaginable, and I would be able to finally start a new life for us. No more scraping by on my old mill worker's salary. I could become a guard or maybe even adventurer. You have to understand, I did it for you, but alas, my weakness extended into my faith as well, while Capillus,
Spell it.
Caphylas, blessed others with control over their transformations. I was cursed to transform against my will every full moon, and the worst part was that I would lose my mind, become violent, destructive, but I could remember it all. At first, the other worshippers of Caphylas sheltered me when I would transform, but I write you this letter now because they have disowned me. I have not recruited any more followers, and I have been cast out. I have barricaded myself in a cabin on the mountainside. Hopefully it is enough to contain me throughout the night, but if it is not, I fear what might happen. I fear what I might do. Please know that I did it all for you, for us, for our love. Your fool in love, Harv.
So we just smoke checked Harv, didn't we?
Well, Harv was already dead. They killed Harv.
Y'all identified Harv's body in the
okay.
In the end,
Okay.
and dude the Talk Jocko gave us the silver dagger
left it behind.
with Harv.
Okay.
Okay.
So it makes a little more sense
I
now.
don't know why I didn't realize that sooner, but
Well, one thing y'all didn't do is y'all didn't do any investigations on Har's body.
fuck his body.
Smelly
Oh, it's that loud?
Smelly
Well,
head,
see
yeah.
how he died. Because as y'all look around here and look at the stab wounds on this werewolf that you killed with the silver dagger, I mean, there's like big burns around the stab wounds and stuff. And he's actually transformed back into a human now. When y'all killed him,
Okay.
transformed back into a human.
Werewolves, not swearwolves.
Okay.
So,
So we know Harv was a werewolf. Is there anything else in the room that we noticed?
no, it's pretty torn up. Now that after reading that letter, you realize Harv, once he transformed, he busted out of this place. He tore it to pieces and busted out the front door.
Awesome. Okay.
Amazing.
Hello.
Earlier I said no cheese, and he thought that was like some kind of slang. I was saying literally no cheese.
Yeah, so the weird
No cheese.
No cheese.
No cheese, man.
No cheese, dog. All right. Okay, so what do we do now?
That is up to you guys. Y'all can
Burn this
Go-
place to the ground.
burn this place to the ground, go get
Not a bad
hard
idea.
body, take it back, go back without hard body.
Can you get werewolfism from his body?
Cut his fucking head off.
And bury it like a
And
snake.
hang it with us.
Yeah, I think you guys
Maybe
know
his foot.
that once he's dead, there's not much risk of contracting lycanthropy. It's really a bite-borne disease.
I mean, okay, so I guess we can do the right thing for this old lady and take him back,
Okay.
if that's what y'all want to do.
Yeah, I'm down with that. What do you think, Seth? Or Shadow?
Are we gonna burn the fucking cabin down and cut the werewolf's legs off? Or anything fun?
So
We can burn the
tattoo,
Anything werewolf chest or?
I mean, we could burn the cabin down. Fuck
I
it.
mean, is there anything in the cabin that's worth looting?
He says no.
werewolf poop.
Yeah, a lot of werewolf feces.
Okay, so I want to search the bodies.
Okay. Yeah.
Skyrim stuff.
You don't find much. You find the weapons that they had on them. So you got the bear claw. If you want to take those with you, you got similar to that to a dagger, 1d4 finesse light weapon.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
Well, you can dual wield them because they're light.
Yeah,
Cosplay
so
Wolverine.
if I didn't have a-
My close range is a short sword.
Okay.
What's its damage?
Damage tie 1d6 plus 3 piercing.
And I know it's finesse. Is it light? Does it
Martial
say-
finesse light.
It's light. So you can dual wield short swords as well.
Yeah, I'll keep that.
Cool.
Keep my stabbies.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing else interesting on those guys.
Let's burn it down.
Sure. Old Ben Barnes, so you light this bitch up, you light a torch and hold it down.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. It's old and shabby, it's been sitting out here. It's just fucking
Hopefully no one notices.
I mean, is arson illegal in D&D land?
nobody notices you. Y'all are out here in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
There's dragons, for fuck's sake. I mean, you put a dragon.
It was great.
Definitely. That's sad.
I saw it. I saw that man.
It came from one.
Man, a dragonborn, a fire breathing subtype.
Yeah, they exist.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're taking Harv's body back to his wife.
Okay, taking Hard's body back, so y'all load up Hard's body.
Hey, you big fucking strong bastard. Pick it up.
And
Me and Shadow have one arm.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I would
So-
fucking just.
make like a hammock or something.
Does he have like something on
I'm
him that we
running
can just
the
take back to her and just tell Aubrey to bury him?
You gonna send her a telegram?
I mean,
Your husband was a werewolf, he's dead.
just to recover a body.
Oh, a body.
Hard's body.
Hard body. Okay, I guess we'll take
I was listening morally fuckers anymore.
No.
All
Just kind of pieces of shit.
neutral.
I'm straight neutral.
I'm good. Very good.
I'm chaotic neutral.
You're chaotic neutral. I'm chaotic neutral.
I'm
You're
neutral. Neutral. Yeah.
So the only time, goodness. Now, just to be clear, for character development, if somebody weaker is getting picked on, I don't care if the king is picking on him. I'm going to cut his head off. Like that's a character flaw / character
I would
trait.
say that's the appropriate way to play chaotic neutral.
I mean, so
That's a good definition. I mean, it's actually.
I steal shit a lot, like a little monkey in India, so.
Okay, so y'all head on back. Y'all turn in Chanterelle's body. She actually gives you 25 gold.
You're taking 12, so you take 13.
I carry 10 gold.
So y'all head back.
Did you print that?
You go to Chanterelle. Would y'all like to say anything to Chanterelle?
Did you print our song?
Sorry about your loss.
I want to give Chanterelle the letter.
Okay, you give Chanterelle a letter.
Yep.
She takes it. She's like, what's this?
Read that letter.
Yeah, he was a bad dude hanging out
So
with one pot.
she starts reading, and she reads it for a few seconds, and she kind of like stumbles back, and she like finds a chair, and she sits down in it, and she spends what seems like way too long to finish reading the letter, reading over it, and she just like you can see her eyes start back at the top and just start reading it again, and she just like butters her.
And I just cut her off and I go, werewolf.
Shit. What? She's just completely beside herself. She's totally at a loss. She's like, "Thank you, thank you for all that you've done. I need to think about this." And the body's in great shape because he had cast the gentle repose on it.
So fucked up. Don't like that. Just so you know, cremation. Burn me.
Don't gentle repose.
I want a sky
repose around.
I mean,
Viking burial.
fucking just diesel fuel, light it on fire.
Have you ever seen those Tibetan sky burials? That shit's metal.
Oh yeah.
Where they like
Birds pick out.
yeah, they cut like the corpse basically like slices and they put it on a mountainside and like vultures and like birds of prey just pick it up.
Yeah, you can do that too. Just don't put me in the ground.
Until like a skeleton. Just like a Tibetan practice, yeah.
I don't love that one.
It's called a sky burial. It's fucking metal.
That is metal. That's too metal for me. So y'all head back to
The guild hall.
The guild hall, I'm assuming, to check in, see what's going on.
She just took this body with no decomposition that's been missing for days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I assume y'all told her.
Did y'all tell her?
What? That the body's been.
post on it.
I didn't think it was relevant. Hers to deal with. We completed our job. We're out of there.
She didn't specify.
I mean, it's kind of standard practice, funeral home type stuff in D&D to have a cleric cast gentle repose on a body, so it wouldn't be that weird for her.
Besides the fact that it's her dead husband.
What time do we get to the Confluence Guild Hall?
Yeah, it's just up the hill, maybe 6 o'clock. So Mr. Bushy's there, staying at the entrance. And you'll see the young man that you saw the first day that y'all got to the guild hall. Him and both of his golems are just coated in this green goo. You can tell it's rusted up the iron golem ton.
Goblin jizz.
And he's just, they're just coated head to toe. And he's just swapping back into the place. And Bushy's like, oh yeah, looks like you had her up on that, Roy. He says, welcome back. How did it go with the Miss? Miss Homestead, I think it was, right?
Holfed.
Holfed, yes, Holfed. How did that all go?
We found her.
Yeah.
Brought him back to her. He's dead.
Yeah.
Fucking werewolves, Bushy!
No, we don't-
There's fucking werewolves out there!
We're gonna get locked in a mental institution.
Just to the west of here, you say?
I don't know cardinal directions.
Shit, the day's west of here. Damn, what a story. Werewolves. I tell you, it's not one thing, it's another.
Did we not tell you about the cockatrices in the caves up by the farmers?
Cats in caves, that's a classic.
That
Battle children's tales, cats in caves. One of my personal favorites.
was actually an alternate title for Dungeons and Dragons.
Mr. Roy took care of the crop problem, as you can see, went fairly well for my Anyway, actually,
That's a jovial man.
yeah,
Mad-eyed movie looking
he
at.
said, I've actually got a hot one for you. Just came in. Seems to be a rather urgent problem. Up in Summerhill.
What you got, Bushy?
Yeah, you folks want to get some supper, or are you ready to hear about the next thing? I'll have a drink and get a piss.
Alright, so we have returned. We are discussing our drinks. It looks like the Clearing Shadow Confluence Guild Hall has picked up a Southern Grist Brewing Company Teal Hazy IPA and a full-size
Fine.
pint can.
That's what they would drink. Pints, baby. Talik has got a home style by Bearded Iris in a pint.
That's what the DM's drinking as well.
Yeah.
Body Knock's having a Hutton Smith, the Promenade. Our bold, juicy, tropical, full-bodied New England style IPA. A smooth, luscious, sweet, showered with 4 different hop varieties.
Zaddy. Damn, Zaddy.
That's it. Alright, so Bushy hooks you up with
Bushy, he's got an urgent mission.
He's like, I got a hot tip for you guys. This
Are
one's
there naked women?
pretty urgent. I have no idea whether or not the women in Summerhill are naked or not. It is named Summerhill, so
They probably are, at least scantily clad.
higher percentage than a place called Billy Top or
Definitely.
Primern.
They sound much
There's
hotter.
definitely nobody naked from her.
So it's a small village to the north. He said they are having a serious problem. They've been having recent arson issues.
Uh-oh.
Places catching on fire.
Which direction was this again? North. That's right. North. Okay. North. North. Right? Summerhill. Oh, yeah, we never have.
Yeah, we never been there. I'm asking questions, old man.
Never been north. Sounds like arson. It is illegal.
You sure it's not dragons, man?
That's why I need you folks to go check it out. That's why the city guard haven't been able to figure much out. It's a small village. They don't really have much in the way of defenses or they haven't been able to figure out what it is. The village elder, Miss Grilda, she's very concerned. If you could go up and meet with her, she says she thinks she's got a lead. Y'all sure have knocked out a lot of bounties in 1 week. I'm impressed by you. I knew y'all were good stuff when we hired you on.
Studs, a lot of us.
Ah, Dick's longest camel, I said. Cheers to that.
All right, now you little halfling, keep your fucking stomach tucked in.
Man, that's fucking body shaming if I've ever heard it.
So we got to go see.
Yeah, anyway, go. Rilda, Home Haven in Summerhill, just north of here. He says she can fill you in on the rest, but they're hoping you can be there as soon as possible.
What's the terrain like here?
This is going to be woods on the way there, but you are going to get up into the mountains by the time you get there.
Nice choice, Shadow.
It's like a full day's journey, a 20-mile trip.
Okay.
Go 20 miles on a day, fucking truck it.
We're beasts.
You only put 24 miles in a day.
I need another beer. You're closest. Not it.
What?
Grab me one of those, please. No, you were last.
I was definitely not.
So I grabbed yours.
What do you want?
That's not an argument. A purple one.
Promenade.
We can quickly go to the fucking guild hall or store or whatever and buy some healing potions.
Why don't we just give that to one of us?
Well, I totally agree with that. That needs to be handed off to one of y'all.
Okay.
But on top
But
of
he can
that,
also use that on us.
yeah. But but if I'm down,
Yeah,
to enter into that
I'd
shit.
have to use my bonus action and take it from you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But
Okay.
my point is we have a sack full of gold
That's true.
and no,
Yeah, might as well go buy some shit.
that's what I'm getting at.
Where do you get that? What's that game? There you go.
Number 4.
The best present.
Yep. One of the best games, period.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He killed the guy one time, the shopkeeper. He never came back.
Yeah.
He doesn't come back.
Dude, I still remember that.
Ergo, I did not beat that
Do you
game.
remember that fucking lake monster thing?
Yes.
Out on that fucking boat? Like that shit.
That's about the time I killed the shopkeeper. So needless to say, I did not get past
I
the.
haven't really played one like in depth since.
It's the best one. The inventory system was perfect with the little grid thing.
Yeah, that's how Tarkov works.
Love
Like,
that whole
yeah.
Oh, he lost Tarkov.
Yeah. I need to. I'll start playing that. Tarkov.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No,
Y'all want to head on down to the Loose Bottom and Bits, the general store, or Blade and Bone?
I want to go to the loose spot.
I mean, I'm all into the
They
bit.
have an adult section. We need butt plugs.
Let's see.
Can we buy weapons too?
Yeah, so that'll be it.
Is there like an armory?
Are there ways to enchant?
Yeah, so there's an adventure shop. There's a Fletcher, in town. There is very specifically a scroll and wand shop. But the place that you're probably interested in, if you want to buy like swords and whatnot, you're probably going to want to visit the Blade and Bone.
Yeah.
He sells most of what Clump makes at the Fire Forge, which is the blacksmith. This town, he mostly makes tools at the blacksmith. There's not a lot of actual production of weapons here. But Crofton Fleshy, the male lizard person who runs the adventurous shop, Blade and Bone, he's got a decent collection of all the weapons you might be interested in.
Okay.
And he caters specifically to the confluence.
Can we head there first and check it out?
Yeah, I'm good weaponry wise. So
Well, I mean, if he can carry 2 swords,
I have a short sword and a rapier. Is a rapier a long sword or is it a short sword?
Does Rapier have light on it?
It doesn't. I don't have it listed in my
I don't
inventory.
think Rapier's light. It's D8. I'm pretty sure I think it's like the best weapon that a rogue can use as their one weapon.
Oh,
If you
okay.
want-
Yeah, I don't have one. I guess I'm looking at what I can handle.
what you
Got
could
it.
use.
You can dual wield short swords, and the way
Okay.
that works is when you would take the attack action on your turn, You attack like normal, and then you can use your bonus action to attack with the other one. The restriction on it is you just get the damage die.
Okay.
You know how normally it's like 1d6 plus 4 or whatever.
So you don't get the modifier.
The second weapon is just 1d6.
Okay.
So it's a little bit weaker. There's feats you can take later to get to add that weapon die and stuff like, or get to add your bonuses and stuff like that.
What are like simple weapons? Like daggers and shit like that.
So yeah, simple lesson. There's a list in the player's handbook. So yeah. If you want to pick up like some standard weapons, he's got a small collection of magic items. Nothing compared to what Oscius Moldorn had over in Vermern. He had a much broader collection.
Of fucking course.
We didn't
You know that the scroll and wand shop has a pretty decent collection of scrolls and wands.
You can get some so.
So you might can pick up some scrolls for like some niche spells if you wanted to.
So I just need healing potions.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I mean their healing potions are 50 gold piece.
Fucking shit.
And healing potion.
How much gold do we have?
So do a little bit of like scene setting for D&D.
I'll have to look at
It's
D&D.
think more Lord of the Rings magic. Like magic in D&D for this sort of stuff is quite rare and unusual. It's not like there's just magic everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain low-level spells, like first-level spells. There's a lot of people who can cast those kind of like utility items, like Gentle Repose and stuff like that. But as far as like slinging fireballs, it's a pretty small number of people.
Right.
And so
Lightning bolt.
magic potions are really not attainable for your average Joe. It's
Okay.
really something that only adventurers or elite people, can.
So it's a good thing to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but it's expensive. It's
The healing potions, are they a full heal? What are these
So the
healing
healing potions, like we discussed last time, I think the best homebrew rule to do it is
Oh.
normally you roll, and I think they're like 2d4 plus 2 or something like that. If you use an action to drink it, you get all of it.
Okay.
If you do a bonus action to drink it, maybe you
Roll
want
it.
to use your action, then you have to roll.
Okay.
Because you're doing it.
That seems fair. Yeah, that seems fair.
Basically, I think both of y'all need to buy a healing potion, and then we're all carrying a healing potion.
Well, you can give that set out to one, and then you have your spells.
That saves us a little cash.
I'll buy one. I've got 79. I'll just buy one.
Carrying,
I got 150 on me.
yeah,
Do you have any on you? Or just giving it all?
10 or 20.
They're 2d4 plus 2. Normal day's wage for a blue collar job is like 1 gold.
Okay.
So this is like 50
It's
days
expensive.
wages. It's a lot of money.
So really, we'd only use these things in battle. Because we can short rest after a battle. Basically.
Correct. Yeah, it only takes 30 minutes. to
I don't know if I
short
want to. Maybe Seals buys one since he has 150.
Buys one more.
Sure. I mean, what else you
Talking
can
about
do?
healing thing?
Yeah, weapons and.
Well, I
scrolls
was
and
about
shit.
to ask a question like, so, like a flask of something that causes damage, can I use that?
You want like an
Like Alchemist Fire.
Alchemist Fire? Yeah,
I want some
absolutely.
fucking napalm, dog.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Alchemist Fire is adventuring gear. It's not even magical. It's just alchemically made.
Okay. It's 50 gold.
How far can you throw that?
Wait, yeah.
50 gold.
I think I'd-
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you want to get one of those?
You can throw it 20 feet.
Yeah, you can throw it 20 feet, does 1d4.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah, and that's a ranged weapon. So like if you are hiding or something and have advantage on it, you get sneak attack with it too. So you're gonna be doing extra d6s, plus you catch them on
That's
fire.
awesome.
Bring it down and see if we come up on the route.
Go.
Alright, so you're picking up one of those.
Sure.
Do y'all want to pick up any extra weapons? You
Yeah,
got
if anybody needs, I've got 100 gold.
Okay, Sam. So I'm carrying a great sword. Okay. And it's 2d6s,
Yeah.
is what this says. So mathematically, would a 1d12 would be worse than 2d6, especially with that bonus.
With that bonus, absolutely.
Because I can.
you have a better chance.
That's right. The
Okay.
lowest I can get is a 6 plus my bonus because I would re-roll a 1. Well, I could re-roll and get a 1 or 2.
But yes. Your average is gonna be a lot higher. with that.
Okay, so that's really the best thing I could do.
Yeah, you honestly kind of stumbled into a great build.
Now, what's the difference between slashing and bludgeoning? Because I could use a maul and that 2d6s.
So like skeletons are resistant to piercing damage,
Okay. Well, piercing. What about slashing?
but they're vulnerable to slashing and bludgeoning.
Okay.
But that's just an example. There's other creatures that have different resistances and vulnerabilities.
I am a big fan, early game, of any type of RPG, fantasy RPG, of slashing. I think slashing is generally
That's what I usually go, especially early on.
Yeah, generally not like resisted by a lot of things. It may not be super effective against a lot of things.
right. But because it's a slashing motion at the very least, even if it has armor on it, you're going to get blunt force trauma.
Yeah. And I'll just be honest with you from a D&D perspective. They don't break that stuff out very often. It's what a lot of creatures have is resistance to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing from non-magical weapons. But then once you get magical weapons, you start overcoming that. So like once you start fighting stronger monsters, they'll have resistance.
I don't think we should buy a potion yet.
You got second wind, so you can at least heal yourself.
Exactly.
Question: can we buy like just a fucking glass vial or something and split that valve since there's 2 charges basically?
I'm cool with that. Yeah. Scoop a little out, put it in another one.
That way we're all
Let's say 2 people have 1 charge of salve, and then you'll have your spells.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. Y'all can do that. Y'all want to flirt with the fairy girl in the guild hall?
No, fuck that.
I mentioned that last time.
Let's move it. Let's move it. Let's go kill some shit.
All right.
I don't. I mean,
now
I think he's got.
There you go.
The way for us. Fucking.
Yeah.
I got a glaive.
Start killing shit.
My God, it's dry. It needs some fucking liquid in
Luby.
here.
Liquid Luby. Flesh
spit,
lube.
little spit.
So y'all make it to Summerhill.
Day 8, 2 p.m.
Y'all got up the next morning, traveled 20 miles, made it to Summerhill Day at 2 p.m. Upon y'all's arrival, y'all go in like a small village and see the whole thing on the way in. On the way in, you notice a smoldering building with smoke still coming off of it. And then you also see the city center. Y'all head up to the village elder's home and are greeted by this very old lady. She is a half human, half elf. She goes, "Oh, welcome, adventurers. Thank God you're here. We've been really struggling. Oh, thank goodness. Hopefully you can help us. Come in, come in. I must tell you, it all started about a week ago. The fires, they started on the outskirts of town. We weren't sure if it was some sort of angry children playing pranks or whatnot, but they got bolder and bolder. And just last night, they burned down the blacksmith shop. Right here on the edge of town, much closer than they have been. It was the brashest attack yet. I think the best thing to do would actually be to go look at it. We've already got Clint over there. He's been looking at it. And I'd like him to talk to y'all. If you'd come with me, I'd appreciate it.
Is this the first building they've burned down?
The other fires, yes, there were more sheds and lean-tos out around town. Various farmers and whatnot. This is the first proper building, and it's much closer into town. It's right on the edge of town, and there's buildings all around it. I'm not sure we can chalk it up to vagabond teenagers playing pranks anymore. It seems to be something far more dire. I'm glad I had the foresight to call you when I did.
Foresight? Are you a witch?
Oh,
What the?
Wilford, just kidding.
What she turned me into a nude.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was weird. Okay, so as we follow Grilda to the blacksmith shop
what's his name?
check on Clint, supposedly, we have some new drinks entering the table. Body Knock, what do you got?
Oh yeah, new beer.
I've got the River Drifter Hazy IPA.
Tennessee Brew Works.
Got a nice bearded man on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Taylor's got himself
Same thing.
La Croix.
Oh no, I drank a Promenade too.
Just want to talk shit about the LaCroix.
Oh yeah, I got LaCroix too.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Hydration.
Got hydration while drinking. Very
We
important.
have the kettle cooked jalapeno chips.
Yeah.
Nice and spicy.
Yeah.
They're on point.
Keep the beer flowing into your body. All right.
All right.
All right.
Y'all head over to the blacksmith shop. She leads you over there, and you meet this old man who's a half dwarf. He's a little bit older. He looks something like this. Bearded guy, balding on top,
Wow.
with a white beard.
Okay.
Seems to be pretty old even for a dwarf. He's got anvil arms, if you know what I mean.
Thicker than a snooker.
Blacksmith's name is Turndor Blackblade. Turndor. He seems a little upset about the current situation. You can see his entire workshop is just burned to the ground. You know, his house is attached to it, and you can see the fire starting to get onto that, but they were able to put it out and save most of his house. He's pretty shook up. He doesn't really want to talk. You also see this guy, and he walks up to you guys. He says, how you doing? Name's Clint. I see you must be the adventurers that they sent. He says, well, I've already got it figured out for you. It should be pretty easy. You see here, these marks here, these are from goblin torches.
Well, fuck.
Goblins,
Yeah, we've been having a goblin problem for quite a while now.
like his style, like his moves.
And then there's also this young gnome girl standing there. And she walks up. She says, hi, my name's Dorina.
Wow.
She looks something like this.
She is hideous.
all you busts.
Her ear is as big as her damn face.
She is a gnome. She's been homely, for sure. She seems to be a scrawny build, not very impressive. But she says, yeah, Clint's right. We've definitely been having a goblin problem for quite a while. I'm glad you guys are here to help us out. Clint says he's going to take care of them, but never does. And he kind of like gives her the dirtiest look you've ever seen. He says, I've got a soft spot for the little fellas. You know, I've taken that myself, but it needs to be done, but I just can't bring myself to do it.
Oh my God. It's a softie.
Clint is wearing like a hunter's outfit. He's actually got like some climbing gear on his waist, and he's got a bow strapped around his back with a quiver of arrows. Dorina actually has a little short sword at her hip, and she's like, I can go with you guys. I'm trying to be an adventurer my own self.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Take her with us. Serena.
You're responsible for it then.
Okay. She can hang with me. She could be useful.
for what?
Meat shield.
A small meat shield.
I mean, if
Meat shield for his body.
at least one hit.
True.
What do y'all think?
This is the gnome?
Yeah, the hideous gnome
We
that
could
y'all hated on. Her giant ears.
We could eat her.
So you're wanting to come with
Or
us
come
to take
sorry.
on these goblins, eh?
Grilda steps up and she says, yes, I'm afraid they're right. They have been troubling us for quite a while. We've lived in harmony with them for a long time. Haven't really had too much problem. Just, you know, the occasional scrap of someone going out late and running into them, but they've never attacked the town like this. There's something must have gotten into them. I'm not sure. Clint says, yes, they've been getting more and more brash. I've been seeing their work all over the mountainsides here. Do y'all want to look around the blacksmith shop, or
Yeah, I think we should investigate.
go ahead and roll me an investigation check?
19.
Okay. Anybody else want to check out stuff?
14 plus 5, 19.
I got a 9.
So yeah, so with a 19, so y'all are looking around, you see the entire forge has been destroyed. And both of you guys who got a 19, y'all notice it wasn't destroyed in the fire. It's a big brick forge. There's no way a fire could have destroyed it. It seems to have been smashed, and not like smashed by a bunch of tiny blows, but smashed with a couple of big hits. The other thing you notice is that on your investigation check, you know this blacksmith's got a pretty good collection of tools, but he's also got a decent number of weapons. This guy seems to be pretty decently skilled blacksmith, and if you ask him, he'll be like, yeah, no, all the weapons are still there. So that's another thing that you notice.
So he wasn't robbed.
Yeah, doesn't seem like a smash and grab. And then you look around the shed, and Clint had mentioned that, you know, goblin torches had to set this place ablaze. But you look at it and you see these scorch marks that are like directional and seem to indicate that something roasted these portions, almost like a blast of a gout of flame was shot across the building to light it on fire.
Sounds dragony.
So then
Flamethrower or dragon.
So Clint will say, come, look over here. This is how I know it's the goblins. And he'll point to some tracks on the ground and say, see this here? These are the wolves. They ride these in battle when they're going out on mission. These are wolf prints.
Wards?
Yeah, in Lord of the Rings,
Yeah, okay.
you know the things that pull Aragorn off the horse and sit him off the side of the road?
Oh,
Those are wolves.
The Lord of the Rings was fucking frightening.
Why would y'all make me
Wolf horses.
a nature check on the prints?
Mr. Woodsman over here got a 3 after bonuses.
I got a
17.
I'm an 11.
Seth, what's your bonus?
1.
+1 for nature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard, I feel like.
So looking
Yeah.
at the, what'd you say your total was?
17.
Yeah. It checks out. The prints seem to appear to be, from what you know, large canine prints. Checks out to be wargs. Seems right. Why don't y'all make me a survival check to look around for any other prints?
Okay.
5.
22.
Yes, that's a 6. I got a 7.
Okay. So Seth, you notice some other prints while you're looking around these ward prints. Something that at first glance someone might not notice as being actual prints because they're way too large and way too far apart for
Oh, fuck.
a normal humanoid to make. But there's something weird about them. They're not a nice footprint with 4 toes or 5 toes or whatever. They're like misshapen
Oh
and
god.
crooked and
Like a
awkward.
troll or something.
Cave troll.
Suck a cave troll.
It's the Fook monster.
And also, Steph, you do notice that while there do appear to be these ward tracks, there's no goblin tracks. If the goblins came in, they only rode the
They never
wargs.
got off,
Or they
yeah.
got off.
That's just like.
That seems unlikely.
Yeah, that's all they got for you. So they can tell you where the goblins are. They tell you they're in an old fort up in the mountains.
Can Shadow do some kind of tracking on the tracks
Yeah,
or something?
track the footprints.
Can we track the gnarly ones, not the wargs, the humanoid-ish ones?
Yep.
What would we do for that?
Roll survival.
Survival.
Survival?
Mm-hmm.
I'm +1 on that. I got a 5.
22.
Let's go.
22.
7.
Okay, so with the 22, yeah, you can follow the prints if you want. Like I said, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon doing all this. You follow the prints down. So you can follow the prints pretty easily for about an hour, and then you hit a river. And a 22, you actually lose the prints at the river.
Oh shit.
Yeah, even with the 22.
Shit.
What's your plus? I wonder.
4.
Okay, so we're at a river and we don't have anything? No tracks.
Yeah, the track's in there.
Do we see a bridge or a?
What do we see?
No, the tracks seem to go into the river, and the other side is rocks. So you'd assume they came out onto the rocks, but there's
No
there's
tracks.
no indication over there of which way they.
This might be a good time to use one of your spell slots for that thing.
No, I don't know that anything we're hunting.
Right, aberrations, fiends,
Okay.
celestials.
Okay. Specific things. Okay.
Would I gain anything from perception check or something like that?
So the survival check was
What's perception
the
check?
tracking of the
Okay.
Mars.
All right. What's this girl's name?
Which one?
The one that's hanging out with us.
Are y'all taking Dorina with you?
I thought so.
I thought Taylor was joking.
I wasn't joking.
All right, yeah, you take Dorina with you. She's gone. Oh, she is fucking pumped, actually.
Yeah, she wants to be an adventurer.
Are we gonna kill the goblins now?
Yeah. Where's?
I feel like these people are very racist against goblins. It's just the vibe I'm getting.
I think goblins are bad. Rude dudes.
They've been depicted in different, varieties.
Yeah, you got the impression.
That's true. I'm picturing like
The
a
grill
green, like
Lord of the Rings,
Necrogoblicon.
like
No, I'm
Hobbit
picturing like
goblins.
Necrogoblicon, like
You got the
Super
impression
gnarly.
that Grilda was not distressed. That's the wrong word. But she didn't like the idea of having to just slaughter the goblins. But she admits that they have become a problem.
It's like the raccoons.
they're basically like troublemakers.
Yeah, they're like the raccoons that keep digging up my fucking plants.
Or get in my attic.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah, you'll hear 'em. Don't worry.
Dorina, any ideas?
He's run into the goblins a lot out in the woods. They've been getting more and more aggressive. So I think he's right. We should go to the old fort, Fort Red Shield. They've taken that place over a long time ago, and they've been living there. Their numbers seem to have really increased as of late. So I think that's where we should go and clear out, and maybe we'll figure out what the heck's going on here.
All right, let's head that way, boys.
The blacksmith, did him and Clint interact? Did you write that down at any point?
I
I
mean,
don't remember.
turned her Black Blade.
Yeah.
He was there talking to Clint as Clint was investigating his blacksmith shop burning. and he was mostly just pissy that his blacksmith shop got burned, and Clint was being super weirdly okay with the fact that the cute little goblins were causing terror.
I have a feeling Clint himself goblins.
Yeah, there's something up with Clint for
Yeah.
sure.
I think Clint might have beef with the blacks.
Clint also seems to be like hiding
Yeah, he's
what it
shady.
really
He's
is.
fucking
Something
shady.
up with Clint.
Yeah, but you also got to think, sometimes the true nature hunter people just don't like to kill things.
Still think Clint's shady.
What's this place called? Fort Redstone?
Red Shield.
Okay.
Here's a picture of Fort Red Shield, kind of the isometric view. You can see it's up on top of a mountain as you start getting close. Everybody make a perception check as you approach.
Oh, baby.
How long does it take to get there?
18.
It's not far up into the mountains. It just takes a couple hours, probably about 5 o'clock by the time you get there.
A little down to 7.
7. What'd you get over there, Taylor?
18.
18. Okay, so 18 is high enough that you notice some figures up on the second story moving around up there and kind of ducking behind some cover and getting behind some,
Oh, shit.
some
Okay.
shit as y'all are approaching.
I'm assuming this is like an abandoned fort.
Yes, yeah. So Dorina explains on the way up there that this fort's been abandoned for decades, all her life,
Aren't y'all glad I brought her?
and that the goblins moved in there a long time ago.
Although we're going to have to protect her. Maybe.
So it's like Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
Or not Helm's Deep, but fucking Moria.
Moria. Yeah, she's like, the goblins been in there for a long time. She says, who knows what they've been up to, but they've never really been a big problem until recently. Let's go to the fucking
They unleashed the fire.
Oh, baby. Look what we got.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so y'all are coming up this way. Before y'all get up there, as y'all get about 80 feet out, I need you to roll initiative as an arrow comes flying out of an arrow sling.
Oh, I don't
From
like
the
this.
second-
Here we go.
Whoa! Oh, it may be cracked, Sam. I'm not gonna touch it.
That's crack, reroll.
Try.
I got 14.
Like, 11. So we're not even up to the damn thing yet, and an
Y'all are
arrow
still
comes out of a
60 feet
slot.
out. Y'all are out here somewhere.
What is
What was
that?
your set?
What is that for?
7.
To be continued on the next episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies. Find out what happens to our party next week.